Here we go. Respect the Call is online.
Back at it.
Back at it. How are you being, Keas?
Was that like a... What was that?
Nothing. It's just a funny way to say being.
I heard it different. Yeah, I heard it differently. I don't know.
It really just threw you off there. What's up, man?
I'm doing good, man.
You enjoyed your weekend?
Yeah. It was all right, you know. Relax a little bit. Business plan. Early in the year. This year is going by really kind of slow a little bit.
I thought you were about to say fast.
It's going kind of slow. I like it, though.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I guess you can really tell how the year's been going until, like, to the end.
Yeah.
Because you always really go, was it fast? Like, last year, I felt like it was pretty slow. I didn't feel like it went that fast. The only reason last year went
fast to me is because it was, like, nonstop work. Like, every day I was doing something.
Well, that's good, though. You keeping busy.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I will say that. Last year, I did not enjoy as me. Business, oh, yeah. But me, I didn't enjoy it. That's why I came back home.
Yeah.
I started feeling like, it's too much.
Yeah, I get that. But
right into it.
Welcome to Respect the Call, the podcast all about basketball.
All about, is that another name?
Well, that's just more of a tagline.
You know what? I want to do a segment or something like when we do the show. We could like shoot. Yeah, like I don't know what to do, but I just feel like we could add something.
You could shoot your shot,
and then we bring then we could bring the guest over and be like, hey, you know, if you do this, you win a shirt. Respect the Call shirt. If you hit a certain amount of shots.
Okay, we could talk about that.
Yeah, you know.
I guess.
Long as these people, this is the camera, right? On my camera.
Yeah, camera one. Look at camera one.
Long as these people download, subscribe, and all of that, we'll be good.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
All of that.
It'll be great. And give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. That'd be good, too. Just go ahead and do all that stuff. We greatly appreciate it. But let's get right into it. We just came off of All-Star Weekend. Very entertaining All-Star Weekend. No matter what happened, very entertaining All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I can start with Friday night because that's when it started. If they're gonna use celebrities in a celebrity game, it needs to be a more condensed game. I don't want to watch that anymore.
Yeah.
Or get some celebrities that really kind of know something about basketball. This year was just kind of like, oh my gosh, like,
yeah.
Let the game be over.
I get you. Out of all the events that have happened, the All-Star game was kind of dry. The celebrity game was pretty dry.
Yeah, and people might say, you don't really expect that much, but it's a waste of a day. If you don't expect that much, get rid of it. Do something else on that day.
I think they can play to something.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we should play like regular quarters. It was wasn't that long quarters, was it?
I can't even remember.
I can't remember either. But
when I watched
it,
I was just like, all right, it's on, and I just kept flipping the channel.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was kind of cool. I mean, they tried to hype it up, mainly with Stephen A. And
that was good, but it wasn't good enough.
No. Now I can see them probably still doing the same thing, but just adding certain people. I like the fact that if any of the celebrities that you see, they do have something to do with basketball, even if they're making jokes or doing stuff like that. Like, sure. Or they were natives to Chicago, so that was kind of the thing.
Yeah, that was the plus.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. It's kind of like not that exciting. I mean, it'd be exciting if you just invite me.
Yeah.
I ain't a celebrity yet, but, why not? You put me out on TV, I'm going to thrive.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, have Respect the Call on the sideline. We're just going live.
Right. And then let me get a jersey that has my name on the back. I don't need to play. I would love to. And school these boys.
So many ideas they can do with us, man.
I know, right? We have so many ideas.
They just need to go ahead and sign that contract, sign it over, get us. I mean,
that would be great.
Simple as that.
I do imagine like how it would be if I was on the court. Like, I'm sorry, Quavo, I would kill you.
Yeah, like yeah.
You'll probably get your shots up because you're like one of those people that can really just like you'll just make all your shots for some reason. You're just like, why is this happening? But
Quavo didn't play good at all.
no, he didn't.
He's actually trash. And he's not a bad basketball player, but that game he was.
Right.
I was like, yikes. Then he started forcing. I was like, oh, it's bad. When you start forcing shots, it's bad.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting though. So I don't know. I think I would like to see. I don't know what I would improve on that.
I think it has to be more entertainment more than we're really watching them play basketball.
Yeah,
like it has to be. I didn't think much on it. I don't want to watch that, and I know a lot of America don't want to watch that.
Yeah,
but we do it because it's just part of the weekend, Friday night. Mm-hmm. But it's not good.
I think it isn't. Well, I guess the problem I'm thinking of is I was like, oh, it'd be kind of cool to get some like old school player like they do.
Yeah.
But it gets out of the way of the celebrity part of it. You're just getting
retired players.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, is this big three?
Yeah.
You know, then
that's what I was thinking of, like a pick up big three type.
They need to just go ahead and let big three run that.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But then that's almost like now it's in partners with.
Yeah.
I don't know if they want to do that.
They already stole something from Big Three.
Yeah. Yeah. It was that 4-point line? Yeah. But that was the Ruffles 4-point line. Yeah. And they do that on 2K, so I'm kind of used to that.
Yeah, that 4-point.
Yeah. But it was kind of it's a nice cause if you make them, but nobody was really taking them as much.
Nobody was taking them.
I would have took the mess out of those 4 points.
I would have just kept shooting those.
I would have just just passing the ball.
That's 4 points.
Exactly. It's weird to shoot that far out and be like, oh, I got rewarded for that.
I know. Like, imagine if the NBA game was like that.
NBA should never implement a 4-point line.
But just imagine.
That's like two things I never want to see the NBA implement. I don't want to see them implement a 4-point line, and I do not want to see them implement a. I'm only saying this because I'm used to what the format is, the East versus West thing. I just feel like if I'm seeing the Thunder versus the Bucks in the first round, I'm confused. I don't feel like it's not playoffs, but that could be over time type thing. But
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it seems weird. Even though, it makes sense, but it just seems weird. Yeah. Because then, who's the best in the East? Who's the best in the West? I guess it don't matter. Who's just the best in the NBA?
Best in the NBA.
Which
I want that format.
It's fine. I think it works well in college because the colleges are so all over the place. Yeah. It's hard to really put them in certain groups.
I don't know. Yeah, because you can't do in the NBA. It's not like an ACC, SEC.
No, it's not. Yeah, you don't have those
big
little divisions.
East, you can't do that.
Now they could. They can do what they do have Atlantic.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
still not.
It just don't seem right.
I wouldn't do that.
But I'm only saying that because what I'm used to. So, granted, it may happen and it may be kind of cool. Maybe I might like it. Maybe more exciting, but I'm just not used to that. Yeah. I wasn't even used to I'm not even used to this. I just got used to the All-Star format where we're just picking up people. It's not East versus West. Yeah. Which I enjoyed that because I was like, who really is the best? That kind of gave that rivalry.
It's like pickup ball.
Yeah. But I guess that worked and I got used to it. No. But I don't think I was that much against it like I was on that subject of NBA just going from 1 to 16 people. Wait.
Yeah, 1 to 16.
1 to 16, okay. I don't know.
Just 16 top teams. The 16 top teams in the NBA.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
It probably wouldn't be any East teams.
No, that's the sad part.
And then it would be a tie with some of the teams. So how do you... Yeah.
Because even you will see on ESPN, they're going to talk about, Old East or whatever, how they're going to format it, where it's there's only 4 teams that made it this year, but all the other ones are West.
Yeah. It's not fair.
Yeah.
And then you got teams in the East that probably got winning records, but it's not competing with the West, so you'll never see the playoffs.
So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
I wouldn't care to see that, but you never know.
Outside of Friday night, how do you feel about Saturday? in the
Saturday was a skills challenge and dunk.
skills challenge dunk contest.
I missed the skills challenge. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't. I watched it.
I missed it.
I'm
So,
never really big on it, but I like to see.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened. Who even got out of that?
Bam from Miami Heat won. Now, I don't really know. I didn't really follow up with who Bam was, but according to what I seen and what they were saying, he's a big.
Yeah.
So you got a big man winning a challenge that's geared around guards.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't really understand how that even happened.
I guess that kind of makes sense because, like, I could see a year where the 3-point contest is a bunch of big men.
I hope not.
It's going to happen because we keep talking about how big men need to be a little bit more diverse. You can't just always be in the paint. You can spread the floor better if you know how you can shoot a jumper.
That's true. I mean, yeah.
That's what they say.
And I'll go into that after we start on the dunk contest.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it.
Ooh,
Aaron Gordon. And the reason he got robbed this time is the reason I'm going to say robbed again. Because the first one, I was able to live with it. He didn't win, so I was like, but you know what? They both went crazy. He'll get it next time.
Right.
This time, he got robbed. By far.
Yeah. I think, he should have gotten it. Like, I honestly, it's crazy to me that he didn't win that because, who was buddy that won? What's his name? Something Jr. Derek
Jones. Derek Jones Jr.
Yeah. So he won, but all his dunks were very
similar.
Yeah.
All of them was between the legs.
Yeah.
It was different ways, but I don't want to see you do a between the legs just different ways the whole contest. Now, the one off the backboard and he jumped over the guy, that was nice.
Yeah.
And off the side of the backboard was another nice one. Now, the other ones, reverse, 360 between the legs. I'm not big on that. And I made a post on Facebook about it because, one of my good friends, Jordan, I seen a lot of crazy dunks. So when I seen them, I'm just like, a lot of these dunks are not really,
Yeah.
When Aaron Gordon jumped over Taco, that by far is a 50. For him to get a 47, it was kind of like, why are y'all doing this?
Right. I think a lot of it, just looking at a couple of these little highlights, I'm like, I think it was him. I think it was Derek more showing that he has hops.
Yeah, he
was jumping so high, he was just kind of just really gliding for a while. Like he could have done something else if he wanted to. But and then the little even his landing seemed like, I just came from space.
Yeah, like I just did something real crazy and I'm here. He's a good dunker. But I just feel like with Aaron Gordon getting 4 straight 50s, 5 straight 50s, whatever, he should have won. They kept it going, but he even took his shoes off. Aaron Gordon took his shoes off and said, "It's over with, man. That's it. Like, I won. I got 5 straight 50s, 4, whatever it was at that moment." And he was correct.
Yeah. Literally, it was just Derek is just showing how high he can jump.
That's
really what it was, because everything was between the legs.
Everything is between the legs.
Which, I mean, granted, I always thought it was kind of hard to really do anything in the dunk contest nowadays because it's kind of hard to
do something that we never seen.
Right. I have an idea for a dunk, but that's not the point right now. So, and even the sad thing is you could see how Aaron was playing. He felt like he had this.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh man, this is it. I finally won."
Right. This is my year. I got this one. Everybody getting hyped with him and all that other stuff, and then you're just like, "No, what do you mean, no?" Derrick Jones got hops, but he wasn't really doing. And then he did the free throw. Well, he not even did a free throw jump. He just jumped in front of it, and you could tell people were like, "Sure." And I think he felt it.
Yeah. That dunk is so outplayed, though. We've seen that so many times in the dunk contest.
At this point, you got to be at the top of the free throw.
That's what I said. I'm like, when he did that, I was like, okay.
I don't even know how much he got for that one, but he still won. That's so
I think
crazy.
he got a 50 for that.
That's so funny. I don't even know what the rating system is on this game. But yeah, so we can conclude that Aaron Jones. Aaron
Sound like
Gordon.
a baseball player.
Yeah, Aaron Jones for the Yankees.
I know, right? Aaron Jones at the mountain. What?
Eric Gordon got cheated on that one. I don't think it was really no debate about that one because he that just sucked. At the
I feel sorry for him because he even said it. He said, "This is it for me. It's a wrap. This is it." Now he's gonna try to win a 3-point contest. I don't know why he doesn't come off as a really good shooter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but now it's like he's a bigger type. I don't know what position he plays. I think he's 3. Is he a 3? I have no idea.
Aaron Gordon?
Yeah.
No, he's a 4.
He's a 4, right?
He's a 4. I don't see why he would want to be a 3, but I see him as a 4.
His game style reminds me of a 4. All he does is rebound and dunk on people. I haven't really seen him shoot threes, but then again, I don't really keep up with him.
I don't watch the Magic games.
I don't watch the Magic. They're trash. They've been trash for a minute now. So I'm not going to watch their games because you more than likely got to have an NBA League Pass, not NBA TV, League Pass for Orlando Magic. I'm not wasting money. So
well, they say he's a 4-3.
4-3, yeah.
But he seems 4 first and a 3.
Oh, see?
He's 6'8", so that's probably why. He just seems a little taller.
Yeah.
We got the same weight. Whatever. So yeah, Eric Gordon got cheated. That sucks.
No.
What do you want? 3-point contest?
Yep. 3-point contest was next.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. I say that. It was interesting. Not as exactly exciting as past years.
Yeah.
But I feel like my expectations of threes this year has kind of went down because it really felt like we wasn't focusing on threes like we normally are. Obviously, we didn't have Curry and Clay this year, where as far as like that's kind of the main people you always see.
The main people because they do the most taking threes.
And even with Devin Booker, like he was kind of always that third person. If anybody's in the 3-point contest, why not? Was Dame wasn't in it because he was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt.
So between Buddy Hield and Devin Booker, that's what it was at the end. I'm trying to.
Buddy Hield won.
Yeah.
Off a last shot.
Yeah.
And it was a really good contest. I'm kind of glad Buddy Hield won because it just capitalizes off what he was saying at the beginning of the season. He was the guy that said, I need more money before I even play with Sacramento because they offer him like a 4-year, $90 million contract. Yeah. And he complained and then got a 4-year, 106. I'm like, that is a lot more. I guess $16 million more. But I just feel like when you start hitting a certain category, it's like, really?
So you're saying he got a 4-year, $106 million? I mean, he's good.
It's like he's good, but
I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I think the money some players are getting paid, it's really hard to measure
how they're getting paid.
Yeah.
Are you going off? What are you going off?
Yeah, like are you just saying he's a person that's going to be a good player in the long run? Are you actually giving him the value of his like
what he is right now?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he's putting up 20 a game.
Like, who am I to say that Buddy's just only worth $60 million? Like, so I'm saying, like, what is? I don't really know. But now people that probably ain't scoring over 12 points is getting 100.
I wonder what. I really wonder what somebody that's averaging like 10 to 15 points, what their contract looks like.
Right. Well, because I guess my
Willy Wonka golden ticket type. Like, this is what you get. Like, how are we grading these players now?
I don't even know. And the thing is, like, if I played in NBA,
like the Sacramento Kings are in 13th place. You're giving this man all the money, but it's like,
yeah,
why?
Yeah, I don't even know who else they got right now. They do have somebody else.
Was he
really
an all-star? Was Buddy? I don't even think Buddy Hield was an all-star.
No, I mean he just got in the league.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's like his second or third year, right?
If he would have came back to me after I was a GM and said, "All right, we offered you 4-year, $90 million." Oh no, I need more money. Trade, like, You haven't done enough.
No. I mean, if anything, 3-year for $90 million seems more reasonable. I could see maybe the extra year feels like put me to 100. I could see that because I feel like 3 years, 90 mil, sure, that seems decent. Because if you don't play good this year, you might not get that again, unless you're breaking out. You know, it's kind of like, Buddy. I'm not like I put him maybe a tier above Wiggins.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Like he's just one of them players. Like Andrew Wiggins, I think is putting up 18 a game.
Yeah, but even he's kind of like hit or miss, literally. Literally hitting or missing.
Yeah, he's averaging 20 points, 3 assists. He's shooting pretty good from the field and 3-point line, but
right. But he like you don't say we're gonna pay you $100 million because I feel like $100 million is somebody for like you go no lower than $100 million with people like Chris Middleton.
Yeah,
he contributes. He does what he needs to do. Because now I'm trying to think of people that are pretty decent, not old. Because like you kind of could pay Chris Paul like under $100 million, but that's not really because of his skills. It's more of like you don't have longevity.
Yeah, you don't. He don't.
So
at all.
I can't think of any young players right now that would be like that, or like Eric Gordon. Like I feel like the only reason why you're paying him that much because you want him to stay. I'm not saying that he's not probably worth $100 million, but staying on the Magic, that seems like a valuable thing to do for that player. But I don't see the Lakers paying him $100 million. I don't see the Bucks paying him $100 million, even though that'd be a crazy team. But
that'd be wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we're talking about.
Andrew Wiggins is shooting really good this year.
Yeah. I mean, give or take, it's probably because of the team that he's on. You're not really getting the recognition because it's like we always talk about Dwight Howard. He averaged double-doubles, and yet we weren't giving him the recognition because where was he at? He was on,
he's on a sorry team.
Yeah. So it's like he's doing it, but wrong team. So it kind of does it. I guess it matters if you're trying to go to a different team. Like Devin Booker, I'm pretty sure he's averaging like 20-something.
Yeah, he's up there.
But the Suns is kind of like, yeah.
He needs to leave ASAP.
Where would you think Devin go? I don't know any place that needs somebody like him. That's the sad part. There's places that could use him, but they don't need him.
They don't need him. That's his Achilles fall. So
that sucks. Kind of sucks to be like a 1 and 2 in the league right now.
Because like I said, the last episode, every team has a pretty solid guard.
It's not, like I feel like if you put him on the Hawks, you're not gonna get a lot out of it because yes, it looks good. I mean, this is obviously him not being traded. This is more of him free agency type thing, just getting put on a team because you're gonna lose pieces trying to get Devin Booker, and it's not. The Hawks don't need to be doing that. They need to be getting people like they got Capella and got picks and stuff like that. I don't know because you can't say Brooklyn because no,
Kyrie's there,
sure, and yet you don't really need a guy like him on the team. I mean, the Rock, no, because the Rockets did some weird stuff. So all this small stuff, I don't care for them no more. Can't say Grizzlies; they're young.
Yeah, and but this is the reason why Devin Booker was a replacement for Damian Lillard because of the team he's on.
Yeah,
he's not getting the recognition he deserves. So that does play a big part. I don't know, but I mean,
well, okay.
But you see how it ended with Buddy Hield and Devin Booker as the finalists. Two guys that clearly are really good at shooting threes and good players, but their teams are trash.
Right.
Like Sacramento's has been trash for probably as long as New York. They said New York has been trash for about 20 years.
Yes, that's funny.
Last time Sacramento was really doing anything was when they was going against Shaq, Kobe era.
Yeah.
It's like 2000 era.
Right.
3.
So as far, I was like thinking I think it would be fun to put Booker on the Nuggets. It'd just be fun. They don't need him.
No,
because like Booker plays the one mainly, right? Because you got Jamal Murray at that position.
But then that goes back to what we talked about last episode. Yeah. What defines a real point guard now?
No.
Oh, what's his real shooting guard?
Because, granted, like, see, and that's the problem. Because most of the times when I think of a player, I always think of height. Like, you're not gonna have 2'6'3" guards. Mm-hmm. Why would you have that? If anything, you want your player to have height. So Devin Booker, it says he's at 6'5", right?
Yep, that's a shooting guard.
Yeah. And let's say...
But everybody wants to play big and have a big point guard that's up top. But then if that point guard can shoot, now he's what? Point guard that shoots as much as your shooting guard or more than your shooting guard? Or?
Right. And Dame is at 6'2".
Yeah, see, and he's a point guard, but he's a shooting. He averaged... I don't even know how many points is he averaging this year?
Oh, Dame?
It has to be something crazy.
Probably is. Let's see.
28.
Good Lord, come on now. Oh, I looked at his career. 29 points.
29 points. I said 28.
29, field goal 46, threes 39.
Wow.
Yeah, free throws 88. That's pretty good, though.
That's pretty much a perfect player you can get.
Yeah. But the reason why I looked them two up is because it's like, will it be a problem to have Dame and Devin on the same team? It's like you could switch, you could play them 1 and 2.
It wouldn't. You would have to get rid of CJ
McCollum, but he could play 3, right?
But then you got Melo.
Melo could play 4. Don't act like you.
But then you got the other guy. I forgot his name. He's hurt right now. He's not playing. But
see, that's the thing. Like I be thinking about the problem.
Melo will have to come off the bench, but
Melo, just come off the bench. I hate how most of my game plans is like, it'll be fine if Melo could just come off the bench. I mean, but yeah, you know, he's playing his butt off. So I like him how he's playing right now.
Yeah,
I'm 2 years older than Devin. That's crazy. I don't know, bro. So Devin Booker needs to go somewhere else. He needs to go somewhere. I guess we could just talk about this next since we're on the All-Star weekend topic. All-Star game. How did you feel about that?
I'm kind of mad because I missed the first 2 quarters.
Really?
Yeah, I forgot what I was doing. I was just out. I think I was just out. And I missed the first 2 quarters, but I watched it, highlights, and then it came back on. But it was good. It was good, especially that last quarter. Mm-hmm. I like how Giannis really stepped up to guard LeBron and block his shot.
Yeah.
That was big.
Granted, if it was a real NBA game, they would have called that a foul. Because that push off he did, and it was like, they would have called something. I mean, now it wouldn't have been on foul on LeBron, it would have been a foul on Giannis or something. Like, he couldn't play that kind of defense on him, which I love to see, but, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the game. It felt like typical All-Star game. Obviously, towards the end, it got really hype. So you kind of came in at the right time, but the build-up was nice to watch it from front.
And that's what they said. They said the first 3 quarters, it was something more added every quarter. So I was like, all right.
Yeah, I still wasn't too sure exactly what the whole thing was. All I do is remember it was like charity stuff. So that seemed like that really kind of helped it. But it was nice to see the competitiveness as, with all those people. Yeah. But it's just, I don't expect them to play their physical
100%, but
right. But want to win. Yeah. Which is how you and your boys, if you got 10 other friends, they want to win and y'all talking crap, we're going to play. We're going to play y'all. Yeah. And it was just nice to see.
It was really crazy because I didn't even peep this until somebody on Instagram said it. Mm-hmm. The score was 157 or 155. Mm-hmm. And of course, you add all those numbers up, it equals to 24. That was weird. Yeah. And then it was 157 or 155. It was a 2-point margin, his daughter, Kobe's daughter. But then they was the game ended on a free throw. A lot of people was mad. Some people was how a game end on a free throw? Yeah. But then people on Instagram brought it back to their attention as Kobe's first point of his career was a free throw.
Yeah.
Kobe's 81-point game was on the free throw.
Yeah.
Kobe's 60th point game, as you know, the end of his career.
Yeah.
60 point. I mean, it was a free throw.
Yeah.
His, and that was the last game. So it's like to end the game on that. It was just like it felt like they put it together as it was an honor to Kobe. Like
Right. But I think I'm trying to skip through all this stuff right now. But I think the points were like that on purpose. Like it was set to be like that.
Yeah.
So, because like in the third quarter, it's like 41-39. I mean, what you call it, scores here. But so it was like 41-41. So it was tied 41-41.
Oh yeah, sure it was. It was.
Yeah.
I think they did do that on purpose.
They did. They put up the score.
Because the first quarter, I think Team LeBron was up like 16, 20 points. But then the second quarter, it was Team Giannis that was up by 20.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of evened out. But then it was like after the third, it was tied.
Right.
That's weird.
I think it was like the first. It says target score is 157. 150. It was 150 something. But whatever that last free throw was, that's what they were supposed to go to that amount of points. Hold on.
Man, that's wild.
Yeah, it was very interesting though. Like it's funny to see them trying to get calls and it was just like nice to see.
Do you agree with the MVP?
Kawhi?
Yeah.
When they talked about it, I was like, what did Kawhi do? Like I saw him score, but I didn't notice he was playing pretty good.
He's so not quiet, but quiet on what he does. Because he had like 30 points.
Yeah.
But they said Chris Paul had like 28, and he was like 7 from 11 from the 3-point line. So I was like, Chris Paul could have got it too. But I'm kind of glad they gave it to Kawhi. Somebody that's like a little bro to Kobe, somebody that really looked up to Kobe, rather than LeBron being like a competitor and speaking on I always did, but I'm the new. Like Kawhi doesn't give off them vibes like I'm the new thing.
No, but you feel like Kawhi wants to win though, so it's like you feel that competitive nature.
Yep.
Which I'm happy to see. Like I'm just the one thing that I'm kind of going through with Kawhi Leonard is like trying to figure out, is he gonna be that guy?
Because he's next in line. When LeBron leaves, is his league.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but he's not. He don't have that personality. He's different from how everybody else. He is like Kobe, like stay to himself. But Kobe was even a little bit more talkative than him.
Yeah.
He doesn't say a word.
Right.
He's kind of like ducked off. But maybe that may change now that he's in LA.
Yeah, it's always weird to see like highlights of him talking to people, and I'm like,
he's just like straight to the point. Like, if you pull up the interview, they ask like, how do you think this game was played, or like was it played hard? He's like, we just cranked it up in the fourth quarter. I'm like, the way he answered was just so straight to the point. Like it was nothing elaborated.
Almost like he was like a high school kid being interviewed, and this is the first time being on TV. He's kind of like, I mean, we did what we can do out there. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got.
Like he seemed like a cool dude though, but
yeah. I'm just interested to see a situation where like we're in the room with him and he's just talking. I'll be like, why you talk? Like,
no, like thought you was a robot.
Or he's just sitting there like,
yeah, like everything with him is just like real, like
yeah. You think like, man, that was kind of funny. Like, why you not? Did he crack jokes? Like,
you're
kind of interested to see how he is. Yeah, he seems like a person that's kind of I acknowledge it was funny, but I'm not saying nothing towards that.
Oh no, that's the future of the NBA right there.
Yeah. So, for the most part, do you see it like Kawhi and Giannis, like them being the front runners? It's weird. Kawhi has won a whole finals off of a team that I really wasn't expecting to win it all, and of a lot of crazy memorable shots, especially the ending of the 76ers game. But I'm still on the fence about like I just want to record this now and I just want to watch this back and be like, well, I was wrong. But I mean, I see him as the future. I just wonder how long it's going to last because we have seen a lot of good players win one. Dirk won one. We give him his props. Great 4, no doubt about it. But he was always kind of like he's been a legend in the game and he just keeps playing. You know, but we ain't been like. I guess maybe because of the way he plays, he's not like as entertaining.
Flamboyant, yeah, it's not flamboyant.
Yeah,
it's just like
he's not the entertaining like LeBron or the Kobe or the like the KD,
like a flashy type of player.
Yeah, Curry. We talk about Curry because he can just make crazy shots all the time, but yet Dirk is he's just there.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like his game is just he just get buckets.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Like Tim Duncan, he was the first
get buckets.
He gets it, and you
Kawhi's
always
the same way. He just gets buckets. Nothing that he does that's like, LeBron was the bounce.
Okay, you know what it is? It's like Dwight Howard when like 2011 or 2012. I don't know which year it was when it was getting crazy, but how hyped we was getting about Dwight Howard. He didn't win one, but you know what I'm saying? Like he was just.
I know what you mean.
It felt like he was gonna be the future of big men. Like, yeah, we got it back.
And it went.
Yeah, and I'm like.
Trash. He's not trash.
No.
But he was.
But it's just not the talk of the town.
Yeah, it's not the talk. And then even with the dunk contest thing,
yeah, I kind of forgot that he was in it. I gotta see. I was like,
why was he? I don't know why he did that. I would have left it alone.
Yeah. He did it. He's in a good place.
Yeah,
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, he's in a good place.
That's kind of what I'm. That's all it meant to me.
That dunk he did, that was like a tribute to Kobe.
Yeah.
Beyond. Bro, I couldn't even. I don't even want to speak on it. I don't even want to speak on it. I just was really upset at that moment. I thought you was gonna do something crazy. Like you got the Kobe, or you got to do something like do something Kobe used to do, like 360.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Like a 360 free throw, Joe? Why didn't nobody try to do that one? Oh, you think like when that dunk that Eric Gordon did? These are my dunk ideas. These are one of them. Mm-hmm. Like he did the off the side of the backboard kind of dip windmill dunk. Somebody should do that for the free throw line. No, not off the backboard. But I mean like
just run up and then do that.
Right. Or even like a little 180. Pow.
That'd be nice.
That'd be kind of tough, but
that'd be tough.
That's a way to do the free throw thing and also show I got control. And my other dunk, any of y'all NBA stars can use this one. I don't care. Just give me the credit, I guess. You do like a windmill dunk and like flex and look at the camera. Like it's like
I know what you mean.
Go like some quick
something,
little.
boom.
I don't know which movement works for you, or maybe like a and maybe it has to be one of those kind of dunks, so you can kind of already.
Oh yeah, so like
it's
flex
that camera look at the end of it. So when that replay hit, you be like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. See, but they got to get creative. Yeah. That's creative. Everybody doing the same dunks.
At that point, you kind of have to, like, I think Victor Oladipo, was it Victor? I can't tell who did the Wakanda thing or Black Panther thing. I think it was Victor, like last year.
Yeah,
like,
did.
Putting on the mask is one thing, but it's something else to it. To me, that makes it seem like, ooh, creativity. No. Obviously, I'm saying things that I think people probably physically can't do, but it's something about that. Like who did the candle blow thing?
That was Gerald Green.
That was interesting because you're like, it shows my height, and I'm still like,
and then boom. Yep.
Yeah, like cool. Or whoever dunked on 2 goals.
That was JaVale McGee.
Yeah. See, that was stuff like that was like creative.
I think he threw it off one.
Something like
that. And then dunk it on both. That was nice.
Yeah. That was something like that. It's kind of like, I mean,
the dunk he did wasn't like all that amazing, but it's just the creativity that he thought about.
And he did it the first time, right?
I think he did.
Can't remember. I got a whole laptop, but I don't feel like looking it up. I bring this out for no reason, apparently.
It's good though. Research.
Yeah.
Real quick.
But yeah, like stuff like that. We got to come back to the gimmicks.
Gotcha.
It's okay. Don't just put on a costume.
Who do you want to see
in the dunk contest? Honestly, I don't have anybody in mind now. I mean, obviously, like Morant seems like a pretty decent guy to see to do some stuff because he's small and it looks cooler, which I feel like that's the reason why Derrick Jones probably got a little bit because he looks a little cooler doing dunks. He looks like he's doing more, and Aaron's like 6'8", so it's like, you kind of should be able to do that.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know what the height difference between they might be the same height. I was sitting there saying that, but I really don't. I mean, everybody says Zion, but he even like no disrespect to Zion, but he even walks funny, and it kind of like makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel like my back is hurting. So I don't. His dunks look like they're strong, but I never go like, ooh, like that was amazing. It was like, dude, you need to get out of this dude's way.
Yeah, nah, his dunks do look. He walk like he just be in pain. I'm like, dang.
I walk like that when my back hurts.
Yeah, like everything's just real kind of like stiff a little bit.
Yeah, you know how like it used to be. It's that walk like how the athletes walk, like the athletes in your school used to walk, like in high school.
Oh, you talking about their tippy toes?
Yeah, like they're cool, kind of like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like you ODing, but that's how he really is.
That's how it is. Like sure, but
I would love to see Ja Morant though.
Yeah, I think it would be
Zion. I mean, yeah, you could throw him in there if he's healthy.
Right. I mean, they'll be the 2 stars of the show if it was just them 2, because obviously it's the whole rookie race and everything.
I'm trying to think who else got bounced.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We just eliminated Aaron.
Yeah.
So, who was I looking up? Derrick Jones. Derrick Jones Jr. Let's see the height of Derrick Jones. He's 6'6". See? This dude's 3 years younger than me.
It's crazy. A lot of these dudes so young.
Yeah, I know, right? And they do this little segment about like what they talk about like when they were born and like stuff that they know and like stuff that they don't know. Like somebody saw a big picture of Britney Spears and they was like, I don't know who that is. I'm like, really? You don't know who Britney Spears is? I'm born in 94. I really should know a lot of these things, but Britney Spears, come on now, man. How you know?
That generation cutoff is. You'd be surprised.
Right. One thing I had to recognize is just because we're both in our 20s
don't mean we've seen the same thing.
Don't.
Because some things was more pushed than others, and then some things wasn't. So it's just like
I be thinking. I used to think about it as like a 10-year difference from me. Like, what 10 years am I in? Not what's the actual like.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Like I think the baby.
Because I was born in the 90s, but I don't feel like I feel like I'm different from the late 90s. Of course I'm different from the late 90s, but even the early 90s, I feel like they're more like 80 babies.
Yeah, right.
Because they know more of stuff that I didn't when I got of age to really remember.
Right.
It was like they don't talk about that early 90s, late 80s stuff.
Right.
So I'm just learning about the late 90s stuff, but people that was born in the late 90s, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I get you. It's
like
kind of like
in the middle.
My brother was born like 87.
See?
So he actually he didn't really get to experience some of the Jordan games, but he was able to comprehend maybe like the 96 games, the 97, like those years at that point. Because at this point he's almost 10 years old, just like 9. So you get to it's like, oh yeah, I actually watched Jordan on TV.
That's what I'm saying. He got that.
By the time I was comprehending, Jordan was on the Wizards.
See, and that's true. Like I was born in '93. Jordan had just won his 3rd championship. So by the time 2000 got here, like you said, I'm not really comprehending Jordan and the Bulls. I'm comprehending when I seen Kobe drop 55 on him in the second, in the halftime. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm comprehending when Kobe did him like that. So that's why Kobe's my GOAT. I just had to put that out there, man. But no, in reality, that's what it is.
Hey, you should make a T-shirt that says that Kobe dropped 55 on him.
Kobe dropped 55 on him.
And it's got like a Laker logo. We can't use the logo, but just use like the symbol, and then use the wizard symbol.
Use a wizard, yeah. People gonna know. They're gonna know what I'm talking about. So 50. Oh, he talking about Mike. You should have stayed retired, man. Should have stayed retired. Because now we can talk about that forever.
It's stupid. But yeah. It's just weird how you could comprehend certain events, especially like NBA. Like, I mean, it was weird because I don't really remember how I remember seeing Melo on TV, but I do remember that Syracuse game. Like I remember the final four. Yeah. I remember the Final Four game. And for some, I don't know how I was watching it. Like it had to be my dad and my brother had it on TV, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is basketball. We always played it in elementary school, but it was nothing that we necessarily like just talked about, I guess. But I think you should at least put it on this side. I mean, you could, I guess, because you could put on that hoop, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I always gotta. Oh, why you always do this at like the last couple minutes of this episode?
How much time we got?
We have 45 minutes.
Dang. All right.
Which probably in recording time, actually 43 minutes, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but.
Oh, that's cool.
All the topics have been talked about. I'm over here reminiscing about when I first got introduced to Melo, kind of rounding and winding it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I first saw Melo, got him in his win, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I looked this guy up. And then I think 5th grade is when basketball conversation started coming up a little bit more. Yeah. People was talking about like LeBron and Allen Iverson and all this other stuff.
Yeah. And I was LeBron like, stole he definitely stole that 03 class.
Yeah.
It was just all about LeBron.
Right.
They knew what they was doing. They had a big time player coming into the league. That's how they try to do Zion. But Zion, man, he has to lose a little weight. I don't know who's gonna be the face of the NBA, man. Like who? What are my kids? Or I don't have kids yet, but like, what are my kids or like kids of today? Like who is gonna be their hero? Like Kobe was my hero, Melo was your hero, but you see how all right, they're almost out.
Yeah.
So today's generation, I guess Steph Curry.
If you're talking about your kids, Curry's been in the league for what? Yeah, 8 years, 9 years.
He got there 2009, I think.
So he's on the deck.
I think he got drafted to the league in 2009.
Really?
If that's the case, that's 11, and he won't be back until his 12th year because he was hurt this year.
Yeah, no. He's Why can't you just show his draft class? Like, what the heck is you doing? Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm looking up. Wow. 2009. Wow, he was 7th overall pick in the 2009 NBA draft. Wow, so yeah, he's 11 years in.
2009 draft.
So no, I don't. I mean, granted, you can give Curry 10 more years. I think like that's crazy because we've seen players get to 20. Yeah. Dirk and Kobe.
How old is Curry? Curry like 30.
Yeah, he's 33. Which is
Curry's on his way out.
Yeah. So I feel like by the time
I give him like 3-4 more years.
Yeah.
Wow.
By the time he gets into the league, by the time he gets out of the league, it's in the league. By the time he gets out of the league, your kid probably won't really know exactly who he is. They probably know of him. I was about to say, who? Can y'all just give me a list of the draft class? Oh, wow. So his draft class consists of Blake Griffin, James Harden.
2009? Yeah. Brandon Jennings was out too?
Let me go down a little bit. We got Blake, James, Tyreek Evans. Wow. Johnny Flynn. I forgot about him.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was one of the weakest classes, though.
Yeah.
Because even with Steph coming in, he wasn't coming in. Like, he was high, but he wasn't. Nobody, they thought he was too small.
Oh, you remember Tibet? To beat the beat?
Yeah, the big guy from
big
UConn,
dude?
right?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know either.
I don't know
Ricky Rubio.
Rubio had a decent career.
Jordan Hill,
his career, nah. I'm not even gonna lie. He played with LA. He did okay, but his career,
yeah,
I don't even know where he is now.
I don't either. Jamar DeRozan. Jamar.
DeMar
DeRozan.
I know what you meant. Yeah,
I was to read Jordan.
Yeah, DeRozan had a good career though. I will say that. He you know, he's definitely. It's sad that he didn't get one with Toronto.
That does suck. He'll get it one.
You know, he's not the claw.
Right. Brandon Jennings.
I'm a big fan of Brandon Jennings, but injury is what did it for him.
Yeah.
It sucks, man, because as an undersized guard, that's why my road to, you know, like a lot of people say, oh, you know, when I was little, I'm almost 27 now, but when I was like 17, 18, 19, 20, everybody wants to say, push the NBA on you. And I'm like, the NBA is not really my big thing right now because I'm looking at how many guys look like me in the NBA. At the time, it's just, you got Nate Robinson, you got Isaiah Thomas, and that was pretty much it that I could really relate to because I'm 5'7", so it's like I can't relate to somebody that's 5'11", 6 feet because that's a big difference.
Yeah.
So injuries, I already knew once you get hurt, that's it.
Wow. You know, it's funny, bro. Like this whole draft class, 2009 NBA draft class, they were bunch of role players.
Yeah, the strongest class to me ever is the 96 class. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah, of course.
It's the most Hall of Famers in that class.
Yeah, I get you.
Steve Nash. Hey, I could go down the list. You already know who was 13th overall. That boy is bad.
You remember Tyler Hansbrough? I actually liked him.
Oh, yeah. He was good in UConn.
Yeah. No, he went to North Carolina. Drew Hill. Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday is good.
Ty Lawson, Jeff Teague.
Dang, okay, that was another guard. Ty Lawson was another one that played for the Denver Nuggets, but I don't know. I think he got hurt.
He's on the Timberwolves now?
Who?
Ty? I think he plays off the bench.
No way.
I think so.
That's trash. I don't never see him play.
Yeah, he won't get no PT. This kind of sucked because I really would root for him too. I mean, him and Kemba Walker were like people that I really rooted for when they came out of college. That were I was into like later years because ninth grade. I mean, this is 2009, so I was in ninth grade at this time.
Wow, that's. Oh yeah, you was ninth grade too. Yeah, I was a junior. 2009. That's when the Lakers won. So. Trying to think who was coming into that, was a big name.
Oh no, he ain't playing. I thought he was on the team right now. But that's the last time I heard about him that he was on the Timberwolves. Yeah,
this is the end of the segment. I went live too late, like Nick said. I went live too late, but we got into the groove of talking about All-Star Weekend and just Aaron Gordon getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's seen what happened. AG got robbed. I don't care what nobody say.
Right.
The All-Star game, it was actually one of the best that ever be performed. Shout out to Kawhi winning the first Kobe Bryant MVP award. That's tough. The second half of the season, I feel like it's going to be mirrored to what happened in the first half. I don't really think it's going to be anything different. Lakers going to be number one. That's just how it is. I think the Clippers may finish 3. Denver's going to be right behind LA. I really want Portland to make the playoffs. I need that for Dame. But the way Memphis and Ja playing.
Yeah. And for the podcast audience, that Keas is addressing to his live, and you can tune into that. Sometimes just go follow him at, what are you doing this on Coach Keas? Or another was handed?
Facebook. I just
Facebook?
Ended it.
Okay.
I just ended it.
He was on Facebook. He started talking like he was addressing somebody.
Yeah, I was like, the listeners is probably like, we already heard this. Why are you repeating it again? My bad, guys.
We just
heard this.
But yeah, so sometimes you could go to the live and you could do live questionings. That'd be kind of nice.
That would.
We could do that consistently.
Yeah, YouTube, comment questions, comment what they want to talk about, debates. I'm with all the smoke.
I'm with all the smoke.
Shout out Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes.